Muslims, they are unhappy people. I never saw them happy. I'm talking about religious. Anything happened, it's conspiracy against us. I remember the Muslim, they make a video about a toy saying a sentence in English from a movie. They spread the news that this toy is saying, you know, Aisha is a bad woman, whatever. I mean, conspiracy. Anything you do is conspiracy. The God of Islam made people dance for killing people. When Corona hit China, Muslim sheikhs start saying that Allah, He punished China. And now all the Middle East is closed down, shut down. In Egypt, people are dying left and right. And nobody knows the numbers because, as you know, in the Middle East, everything is upside down, you know. If 1 million died, they say 2 people die. We will never be rejoicing for the death of others, for something bad happened to others, for this is not from the good God. When you start dancing in the street, giving sweet, celebrating the death of others, that's mean the evil enter your heart, and you became part of it. When tsunami hit Indonesia, if you remember, Muslims in chat rooms, they start saying, they open chat rooms, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allah, He punished the kuffar. Why? Because they heard the news that people from Australia and people, they die, but the majority of people who died, they were Indonesian. Even they fabricated graphic saying that the word Allah Akbar or Allah was found in the tsunami. Let me find you the graphic. Here we go. Look at this. Allah. Do you see Allah? Allah. This is Allah. Look, look. And they start celebrating. And then when they heard the news that maybe 99% of those who died, they were Muslims, and suddenly they changed their mind. Right? Anyway, you know, at the end of the day, hate maybe can win win a fight, you know, like somebody kill somebody because of hate, but at the end of the day, the real loser is the killer, because we believe in God and we believe in justice. Those who commit crimes, they will pay for it, no matter who and when. It's just a matter of time. So don't put hate in your heart. God is there, and everyone will get what he deserves. Muslims, they have obsession with crazy stuff, you know, and this is the only way, you know, to promote the faith, because there's nothing there. Islam is an empty cult. So they start saying a tree is praying to Allah, a dog is praying to Allah, a rooster is praying to Allah, tree is bowing down to Allah. Let me show you. And then they bring you a sheikh and he take a picture with it. And look, they have a sign in the back. The Abdul religion. Look at this one too. This tree is praying to Allah. I opened the watermelon, I found the name Allah. Look at this tree too. This one is praying to Allah too. This one too. Anything is bending over is a praying to Allah. Vogo CP said before he is not an ex-Muslim. Are you asking me? No, I'm not an ex-Muslim. I'm too smart to be a Muslim for a second. Like this person, he's a smart person, but he is born in a Muslim family, so it's not his fault. But to become a Muslim, you have to be certified fool. I mean, at least in the moment, you have to be under drugs. How in the world anyone can convert to Islam anyway? You tell me. How you can believe that there is a God? He said, you know, he says, if you say Bismillah, Alhamdulillah 100 times, you go to heaven. I mean, this, you must be a fool. Something wrong with your head. Somebody hit you in your head. Something happened to you. Whoever dies with the last word saying there is only worthy of worship but Allah, he will enter paradise. So why you pray? Just say it before you die, you idiot. Why you want to go to the mosque? And why you want to do jihad? Just before you die, put your finger, give a finger to Allah and say to him, Allah la ilaha illallah, and that's it. What kind of religion this religion is? Obviously, there is something wrong. And then this religion claim that it teach good manner. So if you see Christians and Jews in the streets, spit in their face and force them to walk in the sewage, for this is the good manner of Allah. And that will make you a good person. It's in front of you. And then you have to, if you became a Muslim, you have to accept the science of the Prophet Muhammad. He knew where the sun set, as an example. The sun set in a spring of muddy water, hot water. True, I saw it myself too. Muhammad too, he knew how the baby is made. Why the baby will be a boy or a girl? Why he will look like the father or the mother? Very simple. The one who comes first, the baby will look like him or her. You do not need to go to school to learn. Prophet Muhammad, he is Dr. Muhammad. So when somebody believe and he convert to Islam, I don't know, in the year of 2021 or 20, I mean in the age of the internet, where you can get 1 million answer in a second. You can read, you can learn languages. How in the world people they can believe in such a garbage? You tell me. Dr. Muhammad is teaching us science. And by the way, this is the only thing now encouraging me to get married, because I was afraid I get married and then my son look like me, which is disgusting. But now by the help of Allah Prophet and Allah, because Allah is the one who told him that. Now I know exactly how to look to make the child look like the mother. I will not have orgasm first. Very simple. I will never have orgasm actually. I mean, that's it. Because as you see, you have orgasm first, the child will look like you. And you don't want that to happen to your son. This way you will have only girls. They will look like their mother. So I advise you to marry a good woman, you know, good looking woman, and she always have orgasm first. Always, never do a mistake like that. You okay, you have orgasm first, and he is now like, I have orgasm first, and then my son, he's born, he look like me. He will shoot me right away. The second he see the mirror, he will get the gun, he will shoot me. He will say, what you did to me? You don't want to die by the hand of your son because you made him look like you. That's scary, you know. I mean, I don't want to even think about it. That's bad. Even the city, they forbid me from fishing in the lake because they said the lake, the fish are dying. I go there, the fish, they start coming in the water, like, you know, they said to me they are suffocated. Have you ever heard of a fish suffocated in the water? Yeah, you know. So now I know, brother, just don't have orgasm first. Dr. Muhammad, he is the best man. He know everything. Allah and his prophet knows best. And what make it more funny, that the Muslim, they say Allah and his prophet knows best. They associate the knowledge of their God with the knowledge of Dr. Muhammad. Dr. Muhammad, he knew everything. Where the sun set, prophet? The prophet, he will tell you where the sun set. I mean, it's not hard for the prophet to tell you. It might be hard to any different prophet, but not to Muhammad. The son every day go under the throne of Allah and ask for permission to come back. And for sure, Allah and his messenger know best. Who dare to question the stupidity? Nobody. Anyway, today we made a different time for those people who live in Europe. So we were like, you know, as you see, I do at night, I do in the morning in my time. Like it's going to be morning in Indonesian time sometime. So we are switching time. So all people from everywhere, they can join us and they can be part of our live broadcast. I will stop in here, otherwise this conversation will go forever and we will never finish. But as we see, Muhammad, following Muhammad is like fooling yourself. I mean, have you ever heard of a prophet, he want to commit suicide? And he is not convinced that he's a prophet. And then he climbed the mountain. And then the angel wait until he arrived to the top of the mountain. And then he hold Muhammad from his panty. And he said to him, Muhammad Habibi. Habibi Muhammad. Don't do it. Muhammad, don't do it. Okay? I mean, have you ever heard of a story like this? A prophet of God, he want to commit suicide because he himself don't believe himself that to be a prophet. Muhammad don't believe himself to be a prophet. So how I will believe in him? But after a few days, Waraqah died, and the divine inspiration was also posed. Why the divine inspiration have to do with Waraqah? Because Waraqah is the one who was making Quran for him. For a while, the prophet became so sad, so we have heard that he intended several times to throw himself from the top of the high mountain, and every time he went to the top of the mountain in order to throw himself down, Jibreel would appear before him and say, Habibi Muhammad. Habibi Muhammad, you are indeed Allah Messenger Habibi. In truth, Habibi. Whereupon this, his heart would become quiet and he would calm down and he would return home. I mean, you want me to believe that this guy is a prophet? He himself don't believe it. And what make it more funny, few days after Muhammad, he come and he want to do the same thing. What's wrong with you, Muhammad? He just told you, the angel, he hold you from your panty, don't do it. And what make it more extreme funny, that the angels don't come to Muhammad before he climbed the mountain. I mean, come on, have mercy on this poor Muhammad. You wait for him until he arrived to the top of the mountain. And now you come to him, says, Muhammad Habibi, don't do it, Muhammad. Why you don't do it to him? Why you don't come to him before he leave the house? I think Jibreel, he was trying to make Muhammad lose weight. I mean, the poor guy, he climbed the mountain. Okay, and Jibreel is walking with him. Okay, Muhammad, keep going. Okay. And now Muhammad in the top of the mountain, and almost he will like, he wanna fly. And then Jibreel suddenly, don't stop, don't do it. Like, come on, tell him the same word you said to him in the top of the mountain before he climbed the mountain. Shame on you. And then, whenever period of the coming inspiration used to become long, he would do as before. What a story. Hey Muhammad, Habibi Muhammad, where are you going? I want to commit suicide. Why? Because the inspiration is not coming. I have delivery today coming from Amazon. So, shall I commit suicide? Because supposedly it had to come yesterday. I mean, what kind of a prophet this prophet is? The delivery is late. I'm going to go to the top of the mountain to commit suicide. Muhammad Habibi, don't do that. What's wrong with you? So what if it's late? Allah, it's up to him. Allah, he don't want to send you. He have no delivery. He have no pizza for you. This is God. And this is his prophet. And please, next time, Jibreel, for the sake of Allah, Shin, before Muhammad next time go to the top of the mountain, tell him in his door, before he leave his door. I mean, come on. Have mercy in Muhammad, climbing the mountain all the way up, and then you tell him. Why you don't hold him? Why you don't hide his shoes so he cannot climb the mountain before he go? You know he's going to commit suicide. Hide his shoes. Muhammad, he will go like, where's my shoes? Where's my shoes? By the time, you know, he give up not finding his shoes, he will give up suicide because he will not climb the mountain without his shoes. Oh boy. Anyway. I don't know, sometimes I think about this story a different way. I think the reason behind Muhammad trying to commit suicide is all the wives he have, man. I mean, imagine. But this is supposedly before he have all those wives. But maybe this story, you know, Muslim stories, the history is messed up. Maybe after Muhammad, he got 13 mother-in-law, he decided to commit suicide. I mean, it makes sense then. That can make sense. You have 13 mother-in-law. And 13 wives, they need iPhone. And all of them, they want you to buy beef and shish kebab. What you will do, you commit suicide. Muhammad is trying to find a solution. That makes sense. 13 mother-in-law. But this story happened before Muhammad have 13 mother-in-law. So I cannot find an excuse to him. Sorry. Next time maybe. Until we see you soon again, I say may the Lord bless you all.